Hey guys, what up here, and welcome back to NASCAR, the game inside mine. Race 33 at 36 are going to Martinsville today. This is the 7th race of the chase races, I believe. So let's look at the point standings going into Martinsville today. I have a 17-point lead over Brad Keselowski, and pretty good. In the spring race at Martinsville, I got 10th, so maybe I might lose a little bit of my points lead today. I'm not too sure. It all depends on where Brad or Kyle or anybody else finishes, because we'll see what happens. But here's 1st through 9th, and then here is 10th through 12th. Pretty most likely Tony Stewart is eliminated because he's just too far back, so I would say 11th to 2nd still have a pretty good shot. But as the races wind down, it's going to get smaller and smaller for how many people are even eligible to even have a mathematical shot. So without further ado, let's head to Martinsville and see what happens. Here's the weekend settings for the race. Champion difficulty 25 laps, 1 times wear, caution black, values on, damage full, same form as always. We're going to accept the changes to prove that I'm gonna put the 1222 in. Here's the apply setup menu. We're gonna accept the changes for that, so there we go. I already adjusted the brake buys and everything. That's already added into the setup as well, so that's it. As if you don't know, 1222 is 12 tire pressures on the left and 22 on the right for tire pressures. That's really it. So let's go into qualifying and, like I already said, do our outlap and see where we start. Off of turn 4 now. This lap time is going to be very, very close to the first one. It's going to be about 2/10 off, but still, qualifying 28th, that's pretty solid. I thought it would be like in the mid-30s or something, but I'll take 28th. That was much better than I was anticipating. So I noticed Jeff Gordon was on the pole, but where is Brad Keselowski? He is 9th. Alright, so got to at least finish somewhere in the top 10. But I noticed Stenhouse is in 6th, Tony Stewart 4th, Ken's at 3rd. Kyle Busch 2nd, so gonna be interesting to see how those two do, like with Kyle and Brad. So let's get into the race and see what happens. I'm thinking another solid top 10 run we can manage to pull off here at Martinsville if we play our cards right. The pace car is heading down pit road, or way back there actually. We're starting on 28th on the outside line. That's not really the place we want to be, but we're gonna try to get to the inside as soon as possible. And go. Green flags out. We are underway here, and geez, Regan Smith I think was already hitting the brakes already before we even got to the braking zone for one. So I'm going to be on the outside. Remember, the AIs do like to slam on the brakes here quite a bit off the corner. Of all parts of the track to slow down, they do it off the corner, and we're 3 wide. Danica made it 3 wide. God. And there we go. We slide down the bottom. Now we're in the lane we want to be. Let's just try to hit our braking zones here. Try to be very careful, because if you hit the curbs, your car is dead. It flies all over. So we're gonna try to gain as much spots as we can with the fresh tires we have. We go into 3. We got in the back of Boyer there, already slowing up in the center of the corner. I mean, goodness gracious. But we get by Stremme. Now I don't want to run the back of people, but they're going much slower in the corners than I was thinking. But not a big deal. We get by him. We get by Boyer. Get by Logano. Let's try to underdrive turn 3 so we don't run the back of Edwards. And I don't know what they're doing. Their car's just bouncing all over the place. And we're 3 wide. And we're going to 1. This car just feels like it's invincible right now, because just the tire grip and everything on it feels so well. The car just grips and bites so nicely into these corners. I feel like, it's just a really good feeling. But like always, the tire wear is going to play a factor into this race, and it'll make it much harder to drive and be a lot tougher to kind of hold the bottom lane when the tires fall out. So really trying to gain as much ground as I can early on, because I don't know how much ground I'll lose or how much ground I won't be able to keep up. But we're doing really good right now. We're in the top 15 only after 5 laps after starting 28th. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much they just stop off the corner like that. It's always been a stupid thing they did in this game. But it's weird because going in the corner and the center, they're really good, but then off they just slow down, which is like as if the game's trying to compensate for them being so fast or something. I don't know. It's really stupid. Of all like NASCAR games, I've never seen them brake check out the corner like that. But Hamlin and McMurray got into it a little bit. We gained on those two. We're trying to get by Stenhouse to crack ninth place, but we kind of overdrove the corner a little bit. Now we're in the middle of a 3-wide situation, but they both stop, and now we're in P10. Can we get the Stenhouse into 3? No, not really. Almost overdrive the corner just a little bit. McMurray gets a pretty good run on me, but we get a good run off. Now we're going to duck down low here, try to peek our nose in there for ninth. Maybe, well, it almost worked. It almost worked, but this time we'll get him for sure because we're going to get a really good drive off the corner. Jeff Gordon is still leading. He did start out on the pole. Brad, who I think started ninth, is now in 7th, I see up here ahead of me, so he did gain a little bit, but not a whole lot. Kyle Busch did start 2nd. I think he's still somewhere in the top 5. I can't really tell. And our car definitely has pace. Now it's all going to come down to like, because I don't know if I can win the race, but if lap traffic plays into account, we might do well, as I just destroyed the curb there. Oh my gosh. But we cleared Newman for 8th, and we're inside the top 10, just like how we were in the spring race. Now, I can't remember what exactly happened that didn't lead us to get a better finish than 10th. But it could have been the fact that I might have been overdriving the car or just not adapting to the fall off of the tires or something. I mean, it could be because of that factor. I can't really remember. It's been such a long time since that race even occurred. But we're doing pretty well right now. I mean, the car is getting much tighter and everything because of the tire wear and everything. But we're still doing pretty well. We're in 8th place now. We're going to try to get by Brad, who's 2nd in points, which is really important. Not, I don't know what English that was, but I'm going to get by Brad for the 7th spot. We clear him. I can't tell where Kyle Busch is. Okay, I see him in this Auto Club scheme. I think he's 4th, I think. So he did lose a little bit of spots, a little bit of ground since the race started, which makes sense because he did start up on the outside in the 2nd spot. So that's understandable. But it looks like Gordon, in a couple of laps from now, will catch some lap traffic. So that's going to make the racing much tighter than what it already is right now, and it could help us to even get a potential win, or at the very least a top 5 if it keeps going this way. Get a really good run off the corner. It took me a few laps to get near Tony Stewart, but it looks like we're finally going to get near him get by him this time by. He put up a little bit of a fight. His car did seem to be pretty well. Maybe it's because of my tires. I don't know, but we definitely clear him for the 6th spot. And now our sights on Truex for the top 5. Gordon is not quite to the back bumper of the lap traffic, but he's sort of there, as you saw Truex just get absolutely out of control off of 2. I don't know what could have caused that, but his car was really sideways. And we're still stuck behind him. Not going to last for too long, though, because we just get such a run off these corners. It's really almost criminally just insane just how well we get off these corners and everything, just how well, or how slow they go, actually. But it does look like Gordon is just about to hit the back end of the lead lap, and that's going to make for the racing really interesting now, because the people in the AI in this game had a horrible time getting around lap traffic, so this is going to really bunch up the field and really kind of stack the field up here a little bit. So it's going to get interesting in that aspect. As Truex tried to get by me, but that didn't work because we just got an amazing run off of 2 there. But our car is getting definitely harder and harder to really keep on the bottom. I'm actually, brake lockup is kind of getting ridiculously insane now. As you see, like, the smokes pop up more and more often now. I don't think it was as prevalent early on, but it definitely is getting worse now because I need to turn it somewhat. I don't know, but it's not really affecting me too much. Not a big deal. But we're right there with Kyle Busch for the 4th spot. Well, a little bit. And Gordon's definitely now caught in lap traffic. It's holding him up quite a bit, as we now have 6 laps to go. I think if we just keep hitting our marks here, and Gordon has a horrible time trying to get around lap traffic, this really could help us get the win here. That's if we're lucky, but still, this is way better than the spring race already, so I'm happy with that. And we get another solid run off of 4, duck down low on the inside for P4. We have the preferred lane here going into 1, and he gets by us for now, but we're going to get a good bite off the corner, and we pull away from him. Now we're in 4th spot. Jeff Gordon is still the race leader, but he's stuck behind some traffic, as well as Matt Kenseth and Kevin Harvick. As we can already see Jeff Gordon right ahead of us, and we have 4 laps to go now that we hit the line, so we got plenty of time to get to Gordon. So we just got to really hit our marks here and do what we can. We can't overdrive the car. We know we have the advantage of getting such a run out of the corner like that. And now we're almost going to go into third. More lap traffic's holding these guys up. I slide up the track just a tiny bit, but we get by Harvick for the 3rd spot. And now potentially for 2nd and the lead going into 1. We let Gordon have it there. If I pushed it too much there, I would have gotten into him and wrecked. So there we go. Got a really good bite off the corner. Got by Kenseth. Almost going to get by Gordon for the race lead. And McDowell's going to get... I know it's Scott Speed. Is going to get on our way. And we're going to be 3 wide for the lead off of 4. But I get a good run off the corner. Duck down low. Clear Scott Speed. And now we're in the lead. That was more intense than I expected it to be. But we get a good bite off the corner. We clear everybody. Now we're all by ourselves. We got the lead now with 2 laps to go heading into the white flag. We overdrove the corner just a little bit, slid out the track, not too big of a deal. So we're going to get off of 4 now. We're going to be heading into the white flag now one more time around the racetrack. Again, like almost every Martinsville race, it feels like it's just been always something interesting happening around the track. And it was another good example of this case being here at Martinsville as well. We're going through 3 and 4 for the final time. We didn't really get through that corner the best, but we get a really good run off like we've been doing the entire race. Almost hit the wall, but we get the 15th win of this season. Holy shit, that was a good time. Oh my gosh, that was more intense than it probably should have been, but that was awesome. Anyways, like always, Davey quickie time, 1 second, be able to parallel park and maneuver out of here. Kenseth 2nd, Brad 8th, Kyle got 4th. Definitely gonna gain a lot in the points, probably up to maybe 28 to 30 points now over Brad, which is really good because Homestead's the biggest wild card because I don't know how I'm gonna do there. So it's really important that we get a big cushion now, just in case, because it's happened in the past where the last race of the season something would happen and either I choke or something stupid happens. So Junior 17th, Jimmy 16th, Mark 20th. Let's see, anybody in the back? That's a chase. Nope, not really. So that was Martinsville. That was way better than I thought. I was expecting a top 10 and got a win. So alright, so let's check out the points now and see where everybody is in the chase standings. My guesstimation was kind of correct. I have a 28-point lead over Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch is 2 points behind Brad, so it looks like it's going to be the top 3 having a shot for the championship, as Greg Biffle is about 13 points behind Kyle. So I think it's going to be the top 3 having a shot for the title right now, and everybody else is going to really have to pull a miracle or something. But still got a couple of races left. Anything can happen considering how freaking Talladega and Charlotte were. They were random, so let's see here. Biffle stayed in 4th, Truex gained 1, Jimmy lost 1, Hamlin gained 2, Kenseth gained 2 as well, Kane lost 2, and Junior dropped down 2 spots, Edwards in 11th, and Stewart still in 12th. So that looks to be about how it looks. What am I talking about? Anyways, next race will be at Texas for race 34 and 36. We got 3 races left until the end of the season. I think the spring Texas race, I believe I got a top 10. I can't remember. I'm looking back here now and seeing. It's been like since race 7 since that happened. No, it was 11th. That might have been my first outside the top 10 finish in this season mode. So, okay, maybe a top 15 I'm expecting here. So, depending on how the race plays out, I might lose a couple points. Not sure how it'll all form out. Anything is possible with this game, depending on how random it is at times. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Like I always say, I do appreciate the love, feedback, and support all you guys give me in the comment section below, and as well as liking the video because it helps me out a lot in the long run. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. I almost said Kansas at Texas because they all look the same. Am I right? I'll see you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.